just a
So this one
an
here.
iPad that's just attached to the scale.
Yeah, it can be any Windows, so basically they all work on Windows devices, so any Windows tablet, Windows PC, Windows laptop will run these screens. And the one that we're talking about
Oh, that's good, because the Solos Windows
that
too,
one.
eh?
So in this particular case, it's got a scale. There's a scale right beside this particular PC. It's actually a PC, and there's a scale right beside it. So it's reading the scale. He scanned the barcode, and it might be they're all kilograms. So in this particular case, we said 115. We have a tolerance of, whatever tolerance we want to put against it. And if his total that he's issuing is, say, over for whatever reason, then it can block it, supervisor override, as appropriate that's required. And it might be, okay, we're worried about icing sugar, we're not too worried about the rest. It can be tied to a specific ingredient that's been issued out.
So,
Pretty cool.
can this, because essentially the whole point of smart scales is to weigh up all the ingredients.
Yep.
Say only 9 ingredients were weighed up, you're missing one,
Mm-hmm.
and the screen is telling you you're not complete. So say for instance at the end of the 10, you press complete.
Yep.
You press complete, you've only done 9, and it's like, no. What can be, it's quite easy for somebody to still ignore it anyway,
Yes.
and still tip it in.
Unless
So
you
so
get
that,
supervisor override it.
Well, what can happen is, let's say it's not weighed out properly, it'll block the next step.
right, okay.
So they won't be able to do anything at the next step. So they won't be able to, that's...
Move on to the next
correct.
mixes.
Yeah.
But
So you
you've got
don't
to
do that.
remember,
Or,
And they'd be like,
if
well, I'm not
required, it's
using
only
this-
if
I'm
required,
not
some
using
people
this for
don't
the
want
rest
to
of
block
the
the next
day.
step for whatever reason.
I'll go get another scale. Won't be that bad.
if a human can override it by not following instructions.
Yeah.
And there's nothing the computer can do about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay? So that's basically malicious.
Yeah.
The system will check
Yeah.
inadvertent errors that you do,
Cool.
which is what you want, of way too much, or don't weigh enough, or missed putting something in. So that's what it is. If someone maliciously say, for instance, in this case, it's say you supposed to be putting icing sugar, weighing icing sugar. Well, if they put brown flour,
Yeah.
well, the computer's not going to know.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Be scared.
it will, because if they scan,
no, you scan the label and say it's
Yeah,
icing
then you
sugar.
can go
But
in.
then you go brown flour. Yeah, and deliberately do it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not-
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they
Yeah.
probably won't be working.
No, they won't. But it assumes that people are doing the right
Following
thing.
instructions.
Following
So you have
instructions.
to actively go out of your way.
To do, well,
Yeah,
yes.
it makes it a little bit
Oh,
harder.
yeah, which people don't do anyway, so,
What do you do if you overweigh
mhm.
and the scale's like too much,
You just
but
take
it's
some.
blended in or something?
Then it's your call.
Right.
Yes. What's
Okay.
the policy?
I'll calculate.
If it's more than 5% over or
Mhm.
2% over, what's the policy?
Mm.
So the policy is red alert, it's gotta go, it goes to the production
Yep.
supervisor.
Yep.
And then he's gotta make a call, do we chuck it out,
Yep.
rework it,
Yeah.
add some more ingredients in.
Okay.
The ideal scenario, obviously, when you're weighing, is you always weigh it as a discrete item.
Mm-mm.
Never mix,
Yep, right. Not piling on top
yeah,
of
not
each other.
piling one on top of the other. Because
Mm.
That's what we do.
Yeah, that's because that's what we do.
Oh,
One
you
on
got-
top of each other.
Oh no, because if you put too much in,
Yeah. It's
You
like
can't
trying to
untake
dig it
it,
out.
it
They're all
doesn't-
stuck
yeah.
together now.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's always, so probably what you've got there is is the bones of a system that works well,
Mm-hmm.
but is also, configurable to suit specific requirements that different manufacturers have.
And very easy for us to put our own little tolerances and we can go and do that ourselves.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
And when you
Yeah.
customise it, you obviously put in like an area where, let's say that when they're getting raw material, there could be multiple things wrong with it, and then they can enter in there what's wrong with it. Like they pulled out a pallet of margarine and one of the cartons was wet, or they dropped a bag of flour on the ground. Can they enter in there like what the reason was, rather than
Yep.
just like, oh, we used an extra bag or
Yep.
we used an extra carton?
That's
Yeah.
advisable because you want to know if it's
Yeah.
an in-house problem or it could be a manufacturer's problem, an out-house manufacturer, and this is consistently happening. The packaging keeps falling apart after a certain length of time.
Mm.
You at least you've got data to go back to them saying, hey,
Yeah.
this is not good enough.
So
Do your biscuit factories go through lots of scanners?
Well,
Depends on the people.
actually
They don't
no.
go through well.
Actually, no. The only, we did have a recent problem, and that was the Bluetooth scanner, and there was a problem because the temperatures were below 0 degrees, so we had to upgrade the scanner. Apart from that, you know, those USB ones you see in retail shops, they work in the majority of places and warehouses, and seldom get killed. Yeah, so no, not as many as I would have thought.
Although they don't take the weight of a forklift.
No, you've got a few that have been run over by forklifts. Yeah, they don't look very good after that. But yeah. So no, hardware-wise, scale-wise, we've got scales been running for years. No, you know, never have a problem, you know, with the linking in. Scanners, no, not a problem. Probably the biggest problem we have quite often is in terms of the server setup and the security. You know, as Windows has progressed, then they've got more and more security. So it's important that you have good IT, you know, support that has your server set up well, and can put the right sort of permissions within the network, you know, for screens when they go out to the factory. Because otherwise, all the blocks go in, and then all of a sudden, you know, they can't do something that they need to do. So that's probably the main problem we have actually.
And this would rely on really good Wi-Fi throughout the entire place then, I guess.
And good Wi-Fi, yeah. I mean, where you can plug it into Ethernet, but Wi-Fi will work fine. These days, the wireless access points are like 20 times stronger than what they were, you know, 7 or 8 years ago. That's for sure. That's good. Any other questions then?